Hello and welcome to another video, and today it's finally happened. Sony has revealed their plans for their continuation of PlayStation Plus, kind of the merging of PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now into a tiered service system, subscription based, that they are kind of calling their answer to Game Pass, but then at the same time saying it's not a direct competitor to Game Pass. And we're going to discuss that today. The first thing I want to get out of the way, and I will give my full opinion at the end of this video as well, this is not a competitor to Game Pass at all. I don't think Microsoft has anything to worry about when it comes to comparing the value of what each service offers here. So let's go ahead and just break down PlayStation Plus and their three-tiered service here. PlayStation Plus, as you know it today, what you pay for today, is being rebranded as PlayStation Plus Essential. Under this, you're going to get same benefits as PlayStation Plus. You're going to get your 2 monthly downloadable games. You're going to get exclusive discounts, cloud storage for save games, and of course online multiplayer. There's basically no change for current PlayStation Plus subscribers. They're not changing anything about it. The one thing I want to pinpoint and note here that I find very interesting is it specifically says in the wording 2 monthly downloadable games. As you guys know, PlayStation Plus has been giving out PS3 or PS4 and PS5 games. And it's been more of like 3 games a month. So it seems like maybe they're going to dial it back to 2, and that's kind of hidden in this announcement. I'm not 100% sure, but I wanted to point that out. Anyways, the price of this will stay the same as $60 for a year or $9.99 a month. The next tier is called PlayStation Plus Extra. The benefits of this are a little bit different. It has all the benefits of PlayStation Plus Essentials. It adds a catalog of up to 400 of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games, including blockbuster hits from our PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party partners. Games in the Extra tier are there for downloadable play. What that means is they're only downloadable. They're not going to be offering any streaming for this tier. This is going to have a little bit different of a price tag. This is your $14.99 a month or $99 a year. Basically, if you pay $60 a year for PlayStation Plus currently, you would be paying an additional $40 for this upgraded benefit. This is kind of what I would say is like your Game Pass equivalent. It's going to have a library of PS4 and PS5 titles to choose from that can be downloaded to the system. Then there is one other tier, and the most interesting one. That is PlayStation Plus Premium. So the benefits of this tier are as follows. Provides all the benefits from Essential and Extra tiers. Adds up to 340 additional games, including PS3 games that are available only by cloud streaming, and a catalog of beloved classic games in both streaming and download options from the original PlayStation, PS2, and PSP. This tier also offers cloud streaming access for original PlayStation, PS2, PSP, and PS4 games offered in the Extra and Premium tier in markets, which I'll get to in a minute, where PlayStation Now is currently available. Customers can also stream games using PS4 and PS5 consoles and PC. And here's the other big one. Time-limited game trials will also be offered in this tier, so customers can try select games before they purchase it. This tier is $17.99 a month or $119.99 a year. Oh boy, so there are your prices. Basically, if you want the ultimate version of PlayStation Plus, it's going to cost you $120 a year or $18 a month. And let me just run back some of the key points of this, because I think this is where the conversation gets really interesting. There are no first-party exclusives on day one to this platform, so already it's a non-starter for me, because I wanted this to be Game Pass for PlayStation, and this is not what that is. What this is we're combining PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now and charging you the same price for both of them. And as someone who already didn't think PlayStation Now offered enough value, this doesn't really move the needle for me. Like, I'm probably going to just stick with regular PlayStation Plus Essential, because they're not giving me anything I really need out of those other games. And let's be honest, they're not putting any actual work into this service at all. They're just combining 2 services. But here's the big kicker. CEO Jim Ryan came out then and basically torpedoed this entire announcement by saying, well, we're not actually competing with Game Pass. even though what you're announcing today very clearly is a competing platform for Xbox Game Pass. They're not considering this competition for Game Pass. And that's why I say Microsoft shouldn't even consider this Game Pass competition at all. The other alarming thing about this is just the pricing structure. This is just telling you how much it's going to cost. There's no list of games. They're not telling you what you're going to get for the games at all. And that's incredibly infuriating. As someone who, maybe would be interested in the premium tier because that's the one that has, PS1 and PS2 games, I don't know what those games are. Like, I assume the games that they're talking about in this service are just games that already exist on PlayStation Now, but we don't know. They haven't elaborated, and I have no idea. So, it's such a non-starter, and I honestly, I was taken aback by it this morning because I find it laughable that they're even trying to position this as any kind of competition for Xbox Game Pass. The value and the benefit of a service like Xbox Game Pass is having those day one exclusives there, is having those games that go, hey, you know what? And I'll give you my favorite example. Let's say I have both systems. I have, which I do. I have PS5, I have Xbox, and I'm a baseball fan, which I am not. MLB The Show, I already have Game Pass. I can get The Show, this year's version of that game, for free because I already subscribed to Game Pass. Or if I'm on PS5, I can go out and pay $70. What would you do? If you're in a situation like me and you love baseball, probably not going to pay that $70. And that's the point I'm trying to make here. Even not having your first party titles like God of War, Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, whatever else is coming out, Forspoken, not having those, by offering players game trials for those games, hey, play 5 hours of it and then you'll get it at a discounted price, it's a non-starter. I'm not going to pay you for the privilege of playing a trial to then pay a little bit less to purchase that game. It just doesn't make any sense. So I find it laughable to then take this whole idea and position it as a competition for Xbox Game Pass, which on the flip side, Sony doesn't even want to admit that it's a competition, that it's a direct competitor for Game Pass, because let's be honest, it is. They just don't want to admit that because they simply can't offer the value that Game Pass offers by having day one exclusives. And I'll be honest here, of the two machines, of the two platforms, who has the better exclusives when it comes to first party titles? It's going to be Sony every day. Like, until Microsoft starts churning out relevant exclusive first party titles that aren't, easy microtransaction cash grabs like Halo Infinite, then there's always going to be that argument of like, well, Horizon, look at Horizon. Now, I didn't think Horizon Forbidden West was a perfect game, but there is no game like that on Xbox. And that's the point I'm trying to make here. Time will tell. It's a very interesting approach to trying to compete. My prediction is that a year from now, we get a year into this service. The service will launch in June. We get a year through, so June 2023, I'm very interested to see if the needle on this moves at all, and maybe Sony starts saying, hey, why don't we start having games hit day one on this service? Time's gonna tell, but I'd love to know in the comments below, do you like this service idea? Do you hate it? Are you gonna jump into it? I mean, for me personally, I'm just gonna stick with regular PlayStation Plus. Like, I see no value in this. Unless they show me some crazy shit for PS1 and PS2 backwards compatible games on the service, I'm just not interested in spending that amount of money for that when I have so many ways to play those games. Anyways, guys, so let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time.